Right, hello Hercules. This is the start of a new week, our last week before half term, and we are going to be looking at more creative writing. We're going to be looking at setting descriptions and character descriptions, which is one of our writing steps, and doing a little bit of spag as usual, and building up in through different pieces. Okay. I've also realised I say okay a lot in my videos, so I'm going to try and stop that today and be louder. So let's see how that goes. Right, day one. We are going to be basing our writing on some ideas from this book, okay? I've done it again, haven't I? I'll try not to. It's called Pages & Co. Tilly and the Book Wanderers. There is a series of books. This is the first one. It's by a lovely author called Anna James. She's very lovely. I follow her on Twitter, and I've done her Harry Potter quiz during lockdown on YouTube. Very, very lovely. Really, really brilliant book. So this is Tilly, and some characters wander out of the books that she loves and help her solve a problem. I'm not going to give you, read it or ask a grown-up to read it to you, or see if you can get it on audiobook. Maybe we'll read it in class. It's really, really super, and Anna is very lovely herself. So we are going to have a go at being book wanderers. So today, as always, is our first day where you are just planning and thinking. Again, planning and thinking is another really important one of our steps, and really important if you're an author, which we all are. Right. So day number one, step number one, we're thinking about book wandering, and eventually we're going to write a setting description. So the first thing you need to do is choose your book. What book? Oh, now Tilly has characters wander out of the books to help her. She then goes wandering back into the books with them. We're just going to imagine that we're wandering into a book, or you could choose a film if you wanted to. So think really carefully, what book or film would you like to be able to wander into? You don't get to change your character, you don't become one of the characters, you stay as you, but you get to explore that book, that film, and meet the characters and have an adventure. So one of my favourite books, and it's part of a series, it's not the first one, is this one by Garth Nix. It's a teenage book, it's not a children's book, but it's not a grown-up book either, and it's all magic and fantasy and things like that, because you know I love that kind of thing. So I'm going to be thinking that I have managed to wander into this book and meet the magical, wonderful characters that are in there. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to start off today by writing at least 6. You know 7 is my magic number, but as it's Monday I'm going to say at least 6, see if you can get to 7 or maybe a bit more. 10 would be an excellent number. And we're going to be thinking about expanded noun phrase sentences. Now, this is an expanded noun phrase poster. It's on our website, so you can have a look at it, just to remind you. An expanded noun phrase is where you are describing a noun, a thing, and you are stretching it out, making it longer. So you're not just saying the red door, we're saying the huge, shiny red door. That's not a very good example, but that's what we're looking for. This is on the website if you need a little bit of help. We've done it lots in class. It pops up all through the years, all through the 2 key stages, so you will be used to it. I'd like you to write at least 6 sentences that have an expanded noun phrase in. So they're descriptive sentences where you're describing something. So you're describing the book that you have wandered into. Not the characters, just what it's like there, the landscape, the setting. Again, we've done lots of work on that, haven't we? So we should be okay with this. So our little checklist is we want lovely cursive handwriting, punctuation, capital letters, full stops, exclamation marks I've put because there won't be any direct speech. There might be an ellipsis at the end, possibly, if we're going to have a cliffhanger sort of thing, although we're just writing sentences today, not a whole paragraph or a piece of prose, are we? So we possibly not. I haven't included it. And no question marks, they wouldn't be right. Conjunctions, lovely range. We talked about those last week. Try and bring those in. Phonics, sounding out, have a go, Google those words, ask for some help, have a go, thinking. We know that's another one of our steps. Really think about your sentence. What's your aim? What do you want to tell the reader? What do you want to show the reader? Okay. Remember, show me, don't tell me. Can you get some inference into there? Really pushing our writing along here. And extra little bit similes. We did those last week as well. Can you sneak in? I do love a simile, you know I do. Can you sneak in a simile into your writing, into one of your sentences? Really good for describing. Similes, aren't they? Nice clear picture in our reader's head of what we're describing. Try and be really creative with those lovely word choices. Thesaurus or thesaurus. You could, they're online if you don't have one in your house. Ask people in your house, is this a good word, or do you like this word? Which word works better? Have a little think. That's why it's good to rehearse your sentences as you go, and remember, read aloud. Read it to yourself. Get someone else to read it. Okay, you can pick up those things that you're not happy with as an author, can't you, doing it that way? So, in my book, the first part is in a library, a really old library. Okay, that's the bit that I'm imagining that I've gone to. So I've written a couple of sentences. So I've written, the corridor was made of smooth grey stone cut into perfect rectangles. So my noun, my thing is the stone in the corridor. Okay, my corridor is the noun, describing the stone. Trying to create a picture with my words. Next sentence I've done. Taking you down were large curving steps worn in the middle by generations of use. So this is probably my favourite one. And I wanted to have years, but I was practicing it in my head thinking, years. Oh, what better word could I use than that? So I was almost editing in my head as I went along. So that's today. Remember, we're just getting ready to write, easing ourselves in gently as it is a Monday. Expanded noun phrases in your sentences, please. At least 6. Describing a setting from a film or a book that you would like to wander into. All week we're going to be thinking about descriptive settings and possibly some character descriptions as well, if we can work up to that, because I've got lots and lots of things I'd like to do with you this week and show you this week. So let's just see how we get on with our writing, and maybe we'll leave character descriptions to another day. I'm also thinking about some non-fiction things that we can do as well. So have lots of fun, be really creative, enjoy your writing, and remember, you're the author. Think about it. What do you want to say? Brilliant. Thank you for sending me all your learning and everything. Really enjoy looking at it and reading it. It's fabulous. Take lots of care. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow.